Hi, Dr. Dave here to show highlights and comment on the most epic pool match of all time. It paired up Efren the Magician Reyes against Earl the Pearl Strickland, arguably the two greatest 9-ball players of all time near the prime of their careers. It was a 3-day race to 120 called the Color of Money match. The $100,000 winner-take-all event was sponsored by Hong Kong's Ridgeways that also provided attractive women to help collect balls from the pockets after each rack. The entire match is available in 13 hours and 22 minutes of video. Most people aren't willing to watch a 13-hour match. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's why I've boiled it down into a video short and interesting enough for most people to want to watch. Enjoy! Day 1 is a race to 35 that will carry over into the next 2 days. Efren wins the lag. Is that a harbinger of things to come? Both players start out a little cold and sloppy, with Efren scratching on the first break. And Earl plays bad position on the very first shot and needs to play a safety. Efren might normally be a favorite to pocket this ball. He leaves a look for Earl, and Earl makes him pay with a good carom that leads to an easy clearance, giving him the first game. Earl was definitely breaking better than Efren, using more power, often pocketing balls, and controlling the cue ball well. Earl pushes out, expecting Efren to let him attempt a full cue jump, which doesn't go well. Efren easily clears the table to tie the match at 1.
Practically living there.
Efren hits his second break much better and easily clears the table to take a 2-1 lead. Efren hits this break well, but the cue ball gets kissed. Efren is still not in stroke, rattling the ball. Because he hit the ball a little full, he ended up short of his target, but he still gets out to take a 3-1 lead. The early going seems to favor Efren. Don't worry, I won't be reviewing all 120 games. I will usually just show highlights from selected games. Here's a nice setup for a winning carom by Earl. And here's a nice safety by Earl, which allows him to tie the match again at 3.
We're tied. 3 games apiece.
Efren was getting poor break results most of the first day. This doesn't cut it if he wants to beat Earl, who is breaking much better. Here, Earl makes the wing ball plus another, and controls the cue ball, giving him a good starting shot and an easy run out. Here, Earl hits the break well, but he doesn't get a look at the 1. He overcurves the massé shot, allowing Efren to run the table. That again ties the match at 6. Here's one of the few golden breaks in the match.
Oh.
Here's a smart Efren kick where he could have gone in the side or the corner, and the speed was almost perfect to leave Earl bad, but Earl plays a smart 2-way shot in return, making the bank. Here, Efren hits a beautiful breakout shot.
Boy, couldn't have hit it any better. Yes.
Earl hits this break well, but he isn't rewarded with a good look at the 2. But he makes a great baby jump bank shot, paving the way for another run out, giving him the lead again at 9-8. That was a good shot.
Okay. And now Earl Strickland takes the lead.
Even when Earl didn't hit the break perfectly, he still got good results. Here's another great break for another easy run out. His good breaking paid off, giving him a 4-game lead at 12-8.
Yes.
Here's another good break and run. Here's another good hit by Efren, but again, nothing goes. This is not going to cut it. Here's a rare position play error by Efren, but he follows it up with a good safety, leading to a game victory.
He's got the 9-ball pretty good.
Here's another bad result after a tough position play, but again, a good 2-rail kick safety gives him the win. Without good plays like this, with his grossly inferior break so far, Efren would not be in this match. Even when Efren hit the break well, luck was not in his favor. Here, the cue ball gets kissed into the side. Earl ends the run-out with a nice finesse breakout shot. Efren wins a few games and hits another good break, again with the cue ball getting kissed. But he makes a nice kiss shot, followed up by a nice bank. Although he overspins it and needs to play safe on the 4. But he gets back to the table and makes 2 bank shots for the win, putting him only 1 game back at 15-14. Earl then puts together another string of racks with more excellent breaks. He gets a bad break on the 6-ball leave, but plays a good safety. Efren plays a nice escape shot. With more speed, he could have made the 9. Earl makes a nice carom shot for the win. Several times during the match, Earl refused to accept a mediocre rack. Maybe Efren should have done this also. Earl refused it a second time. And a third. After all that, it didn't help him much. Here's another great hit with bad luck for Efren. People often claim Efren gets lucky a lot, but it certainly wasn't the case in this match so far. Earl fails to capitalize, so I guess Efren got lucky after all.
Turn of fate as far as
You know what they say, the better you are, the luckier you get. Here's another poor break by Efren, scratching in the side. Here, Earl decides to switch sides, hoping he can get even better results. Maybe Efren should have tried this too. The wing ball still doesn't go. He made a ball, but didn't control the cue ball well and doesn't get a look at the 1. Efren wins the safety battle and makes the 5-9 combo for the win, which ties up the match at 20.
well done.
I will now speed up things even more, only covering highlights until things get interesting at the end. This was almost a spectacular shot, making the tough 1 and getting short side shape on the 3, but Earl went just a tad too far. But he plays an excellent safety and wins the game. Earl continues his excellent breaking from the other side, getting many good run-out opportunities, putting him 4 games up at 32-28. Earl employed several shark moves throughout the match. Here, he's trying to rattle Efren by interrupting him right before he is about to hit the break. Even if the cue ball was barely over the line the first time, it definitely isn't here, as Earl continues to complain.
That's over the line, too.
Who says it's over the line?
Earl should know better that shark moves don't work against Efren. He sends Earl back to his chair with a break and run, starting with a bank. Efren now has the gap closed to 1 at 33-32. But Earl finishes the day strong to finish with a 3-game lead at 35-32. Earl continues to play well in day 2, here with a nice rail first shot to get the out. Earl grows the lead to 7 at 41-34. Here, Efren gets a little lucky, making the bank twice across off the pocket point, leading to a 3-9 combo for the early win. Efren starts breaking better and narrows the gap. Earl is now up only by 4 at 47-43. Here's another good break by Efren, leading to a safety battle and the longest game of the match.
Look how beautiful this has turned out.
Here, Earl plays an intentional foul to tie up the 2 and 8. Efren breaks them out, but needs to play safe again.
Efren made a nice breakout.
The safety battle continues.
What a terrific billiard shot.
Earl makes a nice rail-first shot, but needs to play safe again. And the battle resumes once more. Efren makes the first error, allowing Earl to get the win. Here, Earl doesn't get a look after a nice break, leading to another good safety battle.
Probably a wise decision. Oh, he's making a safety.
Efren almost pulls off one of his patented magician kicks and gets a roll, but Earl locks him up again.
Oh, he's playing straightaway safety.
Efren almost makes a masse shot, but he leaves an opening for Earl, and Earl plans and executes a breakout shot perfectly to get the win.
He made a tough situation look easy.
But Earl didn't win all the safety battles. Here's a really nice safety by Efren that leads to a win.
Look at this shot. A very nice two-rail kick.
Here's another poor break by Efren, and this is one of the few times he pocketed multiple balls on the break, giving Earl the easy run. Efren just couldn't make a ball on the break with any consistency.
What a ball pocketer though. It just hits dead center.
And Earl continued to play well, allowing him to finish the second day with a 7-game lead at 75-68.
He executed flawlessly.
Efren continues his pattern of dry breaks at the beginning of the final day, and even when he did pocket a ball, he scratched or didn't have a shot after the break. And Earl continued to break and play well.
On this rack.
But Efren continued to execute great shots periodically to keep himself in the match. But Earl kept making good shots too. Here, Earl wins 6 straight games with a 5-pack of consecutive break and runs. With Earl breaking like this, he is tough to beat.
Bring the cue ball across the table. He's played it very nicely. That was a really nice position shot.
The big pockets helped a little at times. On the 7th break, he hit it well but got an unlucky kiss. That ended his run of 6 straight games, but the run helped extend his lead to 13 at 88-75. Efren's break gradually improved, but he still kept getting bad rolls. But again, Efren continued to make good shots to attempt to stay in the match. Here's another example of a good hit by Efren with no ball pocketed. Again, you can't keep giving Earl easy runouts like this if you want a chance to win.
Look at that shot.
Here, Earl makes a nice carom shot on the 9 for the win. Earl puts together another nice streak, winning the next 4 racks.
Coming break from Earl, and he's maintained his intensity.
And in several instances, a couple of instances here.
Oh, a tremendous shot.
Yeah.
He continues to punish the rack. Once again, a terrific safety play. Look at this.
That extends Earl's lead to 17 games at 104-87. At this point, things seem hopeless for Efren. Earl only needs 16 more games compared to Efren's 33 to win the $100,000. Earl hits another great break but doesn't capitalize. He plays poor position and then loses the safety battle.
Well, Efren chose the safety, and I'm sure he made the right decision.
And now Efren starts to get some rolls on the break. I guess I spoke too soon because he comes up dry again. Earl hits another good break but plays poor position and badly misses a shot. This is a key pivotal point in the match. Efren takes advantage and hits its best break of the match so far.
Out of the table. Nice control exhibited.
Here, Efren hits another great break.
We've seen so many times before. The reason they come to the center of this side cushion is that it totally takes any possibility of scratch out of the play. Even if you mishit the previous ball, there's enough room for error.
And another.
Well, there was the wing ball going in. Huh? Hey, he's getting better results.
He hits it great again, but comes up dry. Again, Earl fails to capitalize, resulting in another key moment in the match, with Efren making the tough bank for the win. Efren hits it great again and is rewarded with a rare golden break, and he is now down only by 10 at 105-95. The deficit was 17 just a few moments ago, of which I am sure Earl is keenly aware. I guess the racker is getting better results now because the wing ball is going on the break. That makes the completion of the comeback a real possibility. Efren doesn't have a shot and plays a rare push-out, and he wins the safety battle.
Now he's lining up the bank. No, he's lining up the safety. Earl made a nice kick shot.
Then he plays nice position and makes a good bank, but he plays poor position on the 8 and fails to capitalize.
The part that creates trouble for most of us in these type shots.
Now Earl is breaking with an 11-game lead at 106-95. He hits the break well and runs out.
Oh, he went for the whole ball of wax.
He is back in the driver's seat again, and his odds to win are still overwhelming. He breaks and runs the next game also with another nice rail first pot. That gives Earl a 14-game advantage at 109-95, now needing only 11 games to Efren's 25 to win the match. Again, it looks hopeless for Efren, given how well Earl has broken and played all match, especially when he continues to make shots like this.
Look at that shot.
And this. Earl hits another great break and starts the run with an excellent masse shot.
No, masse shot.
But he misses the long 3 and opens the door for Efren again. Efren makes the long 3 and runs the table. Since Efren knows he can't trust the wing ball to go, he figures out how to pocket the 1 in the side and easily runs the table.
He's going to be able to draw it straight over.
Again, he pockets the one on the side with 3 other balls for one of his best breaks of the match, and he easily clears the table.
To wrap this all up.
He also breaks and runs the next rack, starting with a nice carom shot.
What a tremendous shot.
Yeah, from
Position the cue ball now so that it goes off the edge of the 9 as he would like.
Here, he makes the wing ball with the one on the side. He is definitely getting better results in the break on this final day of the match. He overhits the safety attempt a bit, but Earl doesn't capitalize. Here, he plays bad position, but pulls out a game-winning magician shot.
Well, hitting it hard was an option. And look at this shot.
Here, Efren gets a good roll, resulting in another break and run.
Decided to follow all the way down.
Here, Earl pulls another shark move, interrupting Efren's shot planning to let the referee know he better really look at the next shot, one that Efren doesn't even plan to shoot. Again, Efren just brushes it off.
That's clearly uncalled for and wrong.
He has seen it all before, and it just makes him play better. Now Efren is only 8 games back at 109-101. Efren gets another good break and starts the run with nice carom and bank shots for another win. Efren hits another great break, making the wing ball and the one on the side again, leading to yet another break and run. He goes rail first on the 2 to get shape on the 3, and he caroms off the 7 with draw to get on the 6. He is now firing on all cylinders. Efren doesn't get a roll on this break, but plays a great safety for another win. After 9 straight wins, Efren has narrowed the gap to just 5 at 109-104. Now we have ourselves a real shooting match. I think Earl is starting to get a little worried, as well he should. Efren again hits the break well, but gets another bad roll, so he plays safe.
Played the bank shot with a safety.
Efren almost pockets the 2 with a long masse shot, and then Earl makes a great bank and is back in the driver's seat yet again. But late on this final day, the break isn't working for Earl, unlike it did throughout the entire match to this point. Earl pushes out, but he carelessly leaves a throwable combination for Efren. This was a big mistake. Efren makes a great carom on the 9 for the win. Efren hits another good break and makes a nice opening shot on the 2 for shape on the 3, and then perfect shape on the 5.
Get perfect on that. Well, he made it look easy.
Efren is playing like he really wants to win the match and the $100,000.
He can come around 2 cushions and hit this long side rail and then just drop off this side rail forever after he's coming in the ideal position zone.
Efren hits this one well and gets his 3rd golden break of the match. Earl had none. Then he makes the 1 in the side again. Efren decides to bank the 2 to get shape on the 3 and gets a little lucky going twice across off the point, which leads to another break and run.
He may end up having to roll the 7 length of the table, which...
The big pockets helped a little on this one. And on this one. Now Efren is down by only 2 games at 110-108. Is it possible he can finish this amazing comeback, being down 17 games? If he keeps pocketing balls in the break and getting a look at the 1 like this, the answer is yes. That was a great shot, allowing him to play a very effective safety. But Earl makes a spectacular shot to put him back in the driver's seat once again.
Oh, what a shot by Earl Strickland.
Hi. Another tremendous shot.
Earl is now breaking with a 3-game lead at 111 to 108, needing only 9 games to win to Efren's 12. Normally, Earl would like his odds here, even against Efren. Earl plays a nice safety, giving him ball in hand.
A chance to make the 9 even.
Earl then misses the 3 with a difficult shot into half a pocket. Efren clears the table and cuts the lead to 2 again. Efren hits another good break and pockets the 1 on the side again, and then plays a great inside spin position shot from the 2 to the 3, leading to another run out.
And it's all judgment. Great shot. To blast that in at that angle at this late hour. What a match.
Oh, yeah.
Efren hits yet another good break and a nice shot on the 1.
No, fabulous shot.
He then makes a good cut on the 2 with reverse spin for position on the 3, followed by another excellent position play.
Wow. Tremendous shot.
This guy is obviously on a mission to win this match. The match is now tied at 111. That was, without a doubt, one of the greatest comebacks of all time in any sport. He erased a 17-game deficit, winning 24 games to Earl's 7. Now let's see if he can finish Earl off for the match victory. Again, Efren pockets the 1 on the side, and he plays a great safety on the 2.
4. He's executed it flawlessly.
Earl makes a good hit, but leaves Efren a shot, leading to another clearance and his first match lead since the beginning of the first day.
Efren Reyes takes the lead.
Efren then breaks and runs again for a 2-game lead. Efren then breaks dry like he did a lot during the first 2 days, giving Earl a chance back at the table, but it doesn't last long.
Yeah, he had a shot there.
Here, Efren makes a nice kiss shot and then beautifully threads the needle for the 6.
He's hit it like a champion.
Here, Efren surprisingly miscues, and Earl takes full advantage.
Statement because of... Oh.
That's a great shot. That's a great shot. Thimble.
Earl hits a nice break, but the 2 and 3 tie up. He makes a great effort to break them up, but doesn't succeed.
Wow, what a great try.
Earl goes for the bank and sells out the game.
Oh, I don't think Earl's going to like the outcome of that shot.
Efren doesn't make the 1 on the side this time, but gets a lucky roll, which didn't happen much during the first 2 days of the match.
And look at this. He's going to pick up a roll.
Earl pushes out and leaves Efren a tough shot, which he makes, followed by a good safety.
He chose the safety.
Here, Earl plays a great long-range masse shot, leaving Efren hooked. Earl wins the safety battle and clears the table. Earl is breaking now, trailing only by 1 game at 113 to 114. Earl hits this one with good power, but doesn't control the cue ball very well. This was a tough shot, but he would normally be expected to make this. Efren easily clears the table to regain a 2-game lead at 115-113. Efren makes the 1 on the side, but doesn't get a look at the 2. He pushes out and disrupts the wired combo. Earl let Efren shoot, and he hits a good safety.
Oh, tremendous shot. Tremendous shot.
Earl misses the rail first shot, and Efren regains control.
He already knows what he wants to do.
Efren tries to clear the 6 from the 5 on the 4-ball shot, but he doesn't succeed. Efren plays a good shot, but some discussion ensues. The shot was obviously good, but Earl decides to cause trouble, claiming the shot might have been a foul.
Well, we can always go to the videotape if that's...
Yeah.
This wasn't a very classy move because the shot was obviously good, with the cue ball hitting the 5 first and then the cushion. Rightfully, the shot was called good after the discussion, but Earl continued to pout anyway.
Don't worry about it. What will pick this round? Don't worry about it, Bob.
Efren plays the same shot as before to continue the safety battle. Efren plays a spectacular safety, and Earl makes a good escape.
That's a spectacular execution. Just
Oh,
spectacular.
wow. Oh, wow.
Great hit.
Efren boldly goes for and makes the difficult combo and clears the table.
Oh, he played the combination.
Efren now has a 3-game lead at 116-113, needing only 4 games to Earl's 7 to win $100,000. As you would expect, Efren hits a great break, making the one on the side again, and he runs out. He makes the one on the side yet again.
He's using some left English to try to take that out of there.
He doesn't leave a good shot on the 6 and attempts a carom on the 9, which he barely misses. Now Earl is back to the table, trailing by 4 games at 117-113, and he gets the clearance. He hits the break well, but doesn't get a look at the 1. Earl pushes out, and Efren tries to play safe, but pockets the combo by accident, leading to a safety battle.
Well, no, he wasn't playing that. He's hit it just a spectacular. Now he's in that mode where, and
We called it.
look at this, the 9 ball.
Efren pockets the 1 and the 9 in a 2-way shot, but he also scratches, and Earl clears the table. How about that for some late match drama? Now Earl is breaking, down only by 2 at 117-115. It is still anybody's match at this point. Earl breaks dry, but doesn't leave Efren a shot. He pushes out, and Earl makes a nice carom combo and a long shot on the 1. It now looks like Earl really wants to win the $100,000. He clears the table and gets to within 1 game at 117-116. Earl now makes the 1 on the side and runs the table to tie the match at 117. The race to 120 match has now become a race to 3 cliffhanger. Earl makes a potentially fatal mistake by launching the cue ball off the table, giving Efren an easy run out. Now Efren only needs 2 games to win the match, but he comes up dry on the break. Earl carelessly sends the cue ball toward the side pocket and immaturely lashes out. Fortunately for him, he didn't disturb any object balls when he slapped the cue ball with this cue, otherwise it would have been loss of game. Then Efren does something extremely rare for him. He misses the shot with ball in hand. Earl didn't deserve another chance, but now he has one. He plays decent shape on the 3, but misses the ball. It looks like the pressure of the $100,000 is getting to both players. It is almost reassuring to see that even the greatest players in the world succumb to pressure at times. Efren makes the tough shot and clears the table to get on the hill. That was a good shot.
He's going to break him out.
He comes up a little short on the 7, but he hits a great shot to recover.
He's made it. He's made it.
Yes.
Efren hits the break well, but comes up dry. Earl makes an impressive kick combo. He then executes a great masse shot, but unluckily scratches off 2 cushions in the side. I'm sure everybody in the crowd expected him to go ballistic, but he didn't. I give him credit for showing some restraint and keeping his cool. He must have realized that Efren has really earned the victory at this point. Efren's not going to miss with ball in hand this time. Here, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Efren easily clears the final table for the well-deserved match victory.
Efren Reyes wins it. He wins it.
Earl and Efren gave us a great match to cherish and enjoy for many years to come. Efren's comeback and victory was truly remarkable, and he certainly deserved the win and the $100,000 prize. Efren is, and probably will always be, the undisputed greatest of all time. He's the GOAT.